This is Iron Science Boxing Channel. I'm your host, Iron Levant. Let's get right into it. So we got Deebo Devin. And these funny narratives, man. So I'm gonna need y'all to kind of follow me on this one because it is so mental, right? It's funny that he took on the name, or he was given the name Deebo Devin, because he was never a bully. Now, we know who you associate the name Deebo with, right? But Dev has been the only fighter that's really been calling out other fighters, like really calling them out. After he beat Kambosos twice, he beats Lomachenko, right? He's calling out the top-notch dudes. And these guys are getting mad because he's calling out their favorite fighter, which is the funniest thing to me. When he was trying to fight Tank, we know that fight never happened. Then you had people saying that, oh, Tank would knock him out. True Devin Haney fans did not care if he would win, lose, or draw. They just wanted to see the best fight the best, right? Never happened. Fight never happened. He goes on, he wins his next few matches. He gets into that crazy situation with Ryan Garcia. He signs the contract to have a rematch with Garcia. The fight never happens. He fights Brian Norman Jr. He defeats him. And then it's funny. So when I hear this Deebo thing, right? But the real bullies are the fighters Devin Haney's calling out. Think about this. Have you ever come across a bully in your life and you actually step to him, and then all of a sudden their whole demeanor switches up? Everything about them switches up. They just like, because nobody never stepped to him before. And I know people get upset with the whole Tank Davis thing because he was laying dudes out. But I never really see nobody call him out. Devin Haney calls him out. Then Shakur starts calling him out, right? And then you have the things that go on behind the scenes. Like when Tank fought Ryan Garcia. And you hear Ryan Garcia tell him at the press fight conference, why did you weight drain me? He didn't let Ryan hydrate back up to close to his natural weight. He made the weigh-in. I mean, he weighed in at the contractual weight. But in that contract, he had to stay at a certain weight. He couldn't get over a certain amount of pounds. He couldn't get over. So that's why you hear Ryan Garcia say stuff like, yo, you weight drain me. Why'd you weight drain me? But the Deebo thing, like, people never get it. As long as I've been following this guy's career, as long as I've been watching fights, man, as time went on, when certain fighters were put on a certain pedestal from funny style fans, and these fighters were being called out, I saw them as bullies because of their response. You see, if you're a real fighter, somebody calls you out, you're going to accept it. Oh, we're going to get this. Let's get it popping. We're going to get it cracking. For the most part, it don't happen. So you know what these fighters say now? Oh, you don't understand the business. The fans don't want to understand the business. We want to see the best fights. We want to see the top-level fighters fight the other top-level elite fighters. Period. Nobody cares about... Look, we're not making that money. When these fighters go behind the scenes and they trying to do these contracts and get all this kind of money, like the most recent thing is this Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney thing, which I always thought was very funny. My reason for thinking it's funny is different from other people. I'm going to get back to the Deebo thing. But the reason why I thought the Keyshawn Davis and Haney fight was funny was because of this. Go look at David Reed when he fought Trinidad. He was 14-0. I'm not saying that the result would be the same if Haney fought Keyshawn, but I'll tell you this. Reed was never the same again. I don't care if people believe that Keyshawn could beat Haney and all this, because they made it seem like Haney was ducking the fade. He obliged him, came up with a contract. Because remember, Haney didn't come with the contract. The Haneys did not come with the contract. However, the money that was put on the table, from what was told to the fans, it was a $3 million for Keyshawn. They sent it to a purse bid, and all the information we got is this. That purse bid got him a whole $1 million less. Also, we're told that Keyshawn was the one that pushed for the purse bid, or he pushed for the WBO to become Haney's mandatory. Whatever the case is, it ended up going to a purse bid. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, this dude, I don't know, man. This dude seems like the real bully. So it's a switch. Then he called himself Deebo. And I don't know what it is because, here's one of my feelings. Narratives, stupid narratives. Oh, Devin Haney don't hit hard. Devin Haney can't punch himself out of a wet paper bag. But then you box him, you get in the ring, and he wins. You see now it messes them up. That so-called dude that don't hit hard, but for some strange reason you can't beat him. You know, you dudes saying all this weird stuff. I'm talking about the fights. I don't care about the fans. Fans are they're gonna like who they like. They're gonna dislike whoever they dislike. But it's the fighters, man. Y'all going around saying all this stuff about Haney. This dude showed y'all he got a list. And for some strange reason, these guys are not obliging in these matches with Haney. You're gonna get paid regardless. You're gonna get paid. Yeah, but they're not gonna pay him. They're not gonna pay me the amount I feel I should get. It don't matter, because here's what happens. If you're getting paid this little bit of money to fight Haney and you beat him, then your stock goes up. You're going to get paid way more your next go-around. Everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather. Well, if that's the case, then take a page from his book. He bought himself out of that contract with Top Rank. He goes to fight De La Hoya. De La Hoya called all the shots, made him wear these big, giant 10-ounce gloves. All right? He chose the size of the ring. They gave him whatever the amount of money that he got. It was nowhere near what Oscar got. But guess what happened? He beat Oscar, and then he was able to get the money that he wanted after that. So, when it comes to boxers, stop following narratives that's made outside of boxing, number one. If you're a boxer, treat your career as a career, which means you have to take care of you. You have to be solely focused on your career. Don't fall into the bullying thing, because it's a trap. And I'm going to be honest. At 147, boxing, I don't see nobody outboxing Haney. The only one up there I see that would be able to do anything would be Shakur. Honestly, me personally, I gave Keyshawn a great chance of winning that fight because of the way he fights. But something is wrong. Something is wrong, and I don't know if he has any doubts about him being able to beat Haney, but it just looked real suspect. But that whole bullying thing, the whole Deebo thing, I like that Haney does that because it lets, if you're paying attention, take your feelings out of it. You get to see who the real bullies are. Remember, when you step to a bully, because they're not used to being stepped to, their whole demeanor changes. Their whole demeanor changes, right? So, Haney's like, all right, since you're acting this way, y'all the real bullies, I'm going to just go ahead and call myself Deebo. Or I'm going to take on the moniker of Deebo because somebody gave him that title, and it's working. So, until next time, this is Iron Levant signing out. I'm going to see you dudes in the next one. Y'all take care of your body and all that. See you in the next one.